Hi, folks. A very Merry Christmas Eve to you all. Yeah, let's get in the Christmas spirit here a little bit. Let's move over here and you'll see Rodney's one step up on us. Take a look around with the new camera. Supposedly, this thing's supposed to keep the picture stable. We can't forget about Wild Bill. Wild Bill's kept this place in order for a long time. The key clump getting bigger and more massive. Over there, my first carving, Cyclops Kirk Douglas. Big John Henry with some dust on it. Back there, we got the Warthog Victorinox, the vintage Victorinox Pioneer A-Locks, Canal Street Bowie, and some nice stag by a variety of makers. Man, I'm so used to seeing all this stuff with the picture or the color oversaturated from that other camera. But, yeah, alright, before I waste any more of your time, I want to make one more comment on the GECs. This happens to me a lot, where after I have a knife for a while, I end up liking it more and more. See, this is what I was expecting. This is Pioneer Pioneer Bone from 2018. This here is the 43 pattern. It's from Titty Ute, but you can see it's a PPP, which means it's a first time run pattern. But that's kind of what I was expecting right there. So when it comes a little bit lighter, you're probably disappointed. But the more I've had it, the more I like it, because this is going to be a user. This is a fine little knife. I mean, it's a compliment to the old Sheffield Jack with the spear point. And I like, I don't know, I may be one in the minority. I like to carry a jackknife with two blades instead of just a single blade knife, folding knife, slip joint. So this one here, and not only that, if we raise up here a bit, this is what I've been carrying for a while. Of course, I go back to the old Russell quite a bit. But if you take a look at this, doesn't that look pretty sweet in there? The nice creamy white. So this is creamy white Pioneer Bone. That's what I'm going to call it. And this side's nice. And then this is a little light, but, you know, hey, I'm starting to like it. Especially, like I said, it's a hell of a knife. So anyway, there's that. Let's get on to the gifts to the channel here. First, let's start out with some stickers. Our good buddy and subscriber, Zen Ali. If you guys don't know, not only is he a avid knife collector and knife nut, he's got a little bit of artistic ability. At least I think so. He just says it's, hey, you just throw them down, and when it feels right, it's right. And what I'm talking about is he takes stickers, knife stickers, lays them all out and puts them on a picture frame. And you gotta, with that kind of stuff, you gotta have them laid out just right. If you're trying to do a theme or something like that. But he's shown me quite a few pictures. One of these days, I'll post them up on one of my videos. But let's take a look at what he sent over. Let's put this over here. And you'll see it's a pretty good hunk. Barker River knives. That's one I've always wanted, and he didn't know that, but he probably had an extra one, so there we go. Thanks, Zen. Next, Crush Everything. That's going back to his anarchist bringing up or breeding or whatever you want to say. This one's cool. I don't know what company is DD. And it's pretty sweet. Got the cooking fork and the chopper. This one here got mixed in just because I'm trying to flatten it out. This is one I got from My Good Knife. So they're in Finland, so that's some Finnish art, which I think is pretty cool. Quite the flasher there. Measure twice, cut once, with band-aids all over your fingers. And what's this say up here? Case XX USA since 1889. Now that's a cool little sticker there. Thanks a lot, Zen. Never get enough DLT stickers, which is my favorite place to shop. I'm not a big fan of Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but that's just because I'm one of them people that got screwed by them more than once. So DLT, some more Anarchy, Hope A. That's pretty sweet. Oh, speak of the devil, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. But this is a cool sticker. I don't have this one. With the it's almost a Bush Light background, Bushcraft. Maybe they got something going on there with the Bush Beer Company. What else we got here? King. It's good to be king. You know it, Zen. Another Smoky Mountain Knife Works. This is pretty cool. I think I might have one. But if I don't, or if I do, it's alright. Have an extra. Knives, red, white, and blue. Love it. Real American tradition. Then we get into the final two. Blade Brothers EDC. Gotta like that. Pin-up girls. Pin-up girls are Americana, I guess you could put. U.S. made blade. 10-year anniversary. Who doesn't like Bigfoot? Except when he's drinking and he's got a big old machete. So, but anyway, thanks, Zen. And then in the package, I guess he probably thought the box was a little too light. He also sent this here, which is sweet. I love this thing. It's Boker, of course, but he didn't know that I actually had this on my list because I had been talking with a couple subscribers about how the proper way to carry a trapper, full-size trapper. My finger's all screwed up. And I was carrying this yesterday improperly, by the way, because I had it on my left side because my thumb is still damaged, and this is tight to get out. And a little bit loose if you do it this way. But I imagine I probably should have been doing it that way. But of course, this is a right-hand carry because your point would be going forward. It really doesn't make a difference, though, as long as you can get at it. So I had it on my left side, and I was carrying Stuart's gift in my right pocket. So, but anyway, yeah, it's a well-made leather sheath. Proper way to carry a trapper, I guess you could say. I used to just wrap it up in a hank and stuff it in my back pocket. But this here gives you a little bit more room to carry a few more knives. If you think of Lynn Thompson, he pretty much carries like 5 big old machetes on him. But anyway, not only does this cool sheath make a great gift, he decided to throw a knife in there. And this was one of his users, slightly used. I guess he told me it had a badge on there, a very chintzy badge, but it had fallen off and he sanded it down a little bit, and you can't even tell. I imagine this is an Appaloosa bone, which it looks pretty cool. And I'm a big fan of the trapper now, when I never was. I don't know how that happened. Thanks, RJ. The other Rodney. But yeah, look at it. This one here has a serial number. 3413. And then when you open it up, of course, it's solid as a rock. It's a Boker. You have an etch that is going to be hard to get, I think. Wow, did I cut myself? Didn't even feel it. There we go. You'll see there's a little guy, well, not a little guy, a normal sized guy, but he's down here working at the still out in the hills of probably West Virginia. And he's got some barrels, some whiskey going on there. There's some bottles down there, hills in the background. So yeah, there's some guy making some shine. Good old American tradition during the Prohibition years. And then when you pull the spade blade out, the etch has, you'll see here, some revenuers. They want their taxes, and they want the still, and they want the alcohol. Pretty sweet card from back then. But yeah, some pretty cool etches. And these are the etches that are almost like engravings, so they're going to last a long time. So I'm going to use it and let it get scratched up, give it some character. Sweet Boker blades. Boker makes a nice trapper. Really nice trapper. So there you go. Boker quality. Let's move on now. Oh, thank you so much, Zen Ali. Merry Christmas, my friend. Now over to Stuart. a addition to the buck collection. I had it laid out there on the last video, and this thing's pretty sweet here. You might think that this is aluminum, but if you look at the ad, it's more like a fiberglass. It's a glass-filled thermoplastic molded handle, textured. But it's got a really good feel to it. It's a light knife. In fact, we can weigh it out before we even get started. I had this clipped into my right pocket yesterday. I did a lot of errands. I know there's a fierce storm here around the country, but up here in Michigan, we're looking at, with the wind chill factor, negative 20 degrees. So yeah, I was layered up pretty good. Had a lot of room to carry a lot of knives. And these were two of them, the Trapper and this. Although it was too cold to pull them out and use them, take the gloves off. But they were there if I needed them, and that's all that matters. 3.9, so that's not too bad for a knife, a right pocket carry. That is, wow, it's actually shorter than I thought. 4 1/8 or so. So this is pretty cool. It's a liner lock. Has a nail nick. There's a lot of detent. You can hear how that clicks. So you got to kind of be ready for it, but it's a deep nail nick. So you can get in there really good. And then listen to the lock up. Pops right in there. And then you got your, let's get this out of the way. You got that sweet buck clip point accent to it. It's a lot taller than most, taller profile than most buck blades, which is pretty cool. But they didn't get crazy and dip this down really far, which, you know, kind of looks... Here, let's bring out the 112. See what that looks like. See, that one dips down a little bit more, which gives it a good look, but for what they're trying to accomplish here, I felt that's a good grind. Did a little research on this. This is a buck 190 matrix. They call it a matrix, but you can only get it at Canadian Tire in Ontario. Sorry guys, it's early in the morning for me anyway. Although a lot of times I'm up earlier than this. Can't see that there. I doubt it's made in Canada, but I think it's made for... It's right here. Where is it? It was made for probably promotional things. I know Canadian Tire is kind of like a hardware store too. Hardware, hunting, fishing. They even probably got bait there. But trust me, there it is. 190, and then you have your buck mark. And I didn't look into it. I presume it's either this year's model or last year's model. But yeah, pretty light, solid. No wiggle on anything. Sharpness. See if it's got that great buck edge. Let's see, December 24th. We can't. I need to go back out today and use that. So yeah, we get it's pretty sharp. So, but anyway, great design, cool knife, great addition to the butt collection. So thanks a lot, Stuart. I love it. The channel loves it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's lock this up, and I'll probably do a video. This is also another gift. Probably 70s, I imagine. Granddad's Old Timer Barlow. Limited edition. And there it is. And this actually has a work back spring and a serial number. So, but we'll take a look at that another time. We're already 21, 22 minutes in. So everybody have a great and Merry Christmas. I'll probably do another video or two today, just for the people that are sitting around with a big jug of eggnog around the Christmas tree and want to watch some nice knife videos. I'll have a few more out for you. So until next time, my friends, let's get up here. See that? I never cut my 5 off coupon if I decide to go out today. And we'll close out right here. Until next time, my friends, take care. Peace. Bye-bye.